Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. Xeno X, Part 15. Let's go. So last session we got all the data probes installed. X, Onyx, Onyx, Onyx X. When did Onyx get here? So yeah, last we left off, we got all the data probes installed, and then I spent the 5 to 10 minutes off screen to rearrange all the probes so that I'm making 130,000 credits. I did it, and I'll show you how I did it, but holy crap. Basically involved, I surprisingly didn't have to go grab any from any other, wrecked vehicles or anything. I just used what I already had on hand, and I basically just, every research probe I had, I put in a spot that had unique locations, with the ones that had two being the higher research probes, and then I basically stacked as many duplicator and booster probes on them as possible. This is where I'm making the bulk of my money. This one right here. I saw that number jump up by 20,000 credits after I put all this in. I'm like, holy crap. So yeah, I'm up to about 134,000. And then 31,000 mining, and then a crap ton of storage probes. And I have every single special probe on the field, so I probably got like at least a half a dozen or more empty slots. 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, say about 20 basic slots. Rats. I think the party would vibe with an Onyx. Oh yeah, and then the more important thing we did was get the flight module. We did Chapter 9, then got the flight module, and then we got all the research the probes installed. So first order of business this session is going to be getting the new party member equipped into our group. Let's just say we've already met this character, but be it briefly. New in NLA. Must be at least level 44.
I'm sorry, but my answer must remain no.
I still don't see how this is asking too much, considering what we've done for you. You must understand. We know that Rock is being pursued by the Ganglion, and yet we offered him asylum here in NLA nonetheless. Don't you see? In doing so, we have increased the odds of our city coming under attack.
Your people were in a state of war with the Ganglion long before we arrived.
That is correct. Which is precisely why I'm proposing we unite against them. We don't ask him to fight alone, merely that he lends his strength to ours. Does that request seem so unreasonable? A being like Rock would be a great asset in the field. It would be a shame to see that go to waste.
Are you making deals here, or threats?
Elma's like, excuse me, sir.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Rock, what's up?
A mutually beneficial agreement.
There it is.
I do not appreciate your characterizing it as a threat.
Well, too bad, because it is. Ask what part of this is mutual. Ask why Rock has to fight.
I'm afraid New LA simply cannot spare resources for the idle. Especially those who require such a prodigious amount of food. I am
Cat piano!
To earn his keep as a citizen.
But sir, Rock is a pacifist. He doesn't want to fight.
This is the sound of Rock.
But it is all right. What do you mean?
Or just how to scare Tatsu.
Rock and I
Tatsu, it's a cat!
and come to a decision shortly. Is that satisfactory?
Oh, shoot!
I do hope you can both.
Kim's like, Shazan, no! Why was your friend making cat sounds? Don't mind them. Temenos, what did we talk about?
Blade membership is
Sorry.
entirely voluntary.
But I feel terrible for not fighting when I'm so big. It's just selfish, you know?
It's not selfish, Rock. You are a kind and beautiful soul. Never be ashamed for choosing peace.
Pretty lady is correct. Tatsu not fight once in whole life, and Tatsu never feels shame.
Thanks, I think.
Bide here a moment, Rock. I have an idea.
Where are you going?
Don't you worry about a thing. Just give me a little time.
Celica came up with an idea about how she and Rock could better contribute to NLA, then went into the wilderness. Follow her and ensure that she's safe. I'm just like, Tatsu, what the heck? You know, coupled with the fact that there were multiple instances of us almost getting screwed over. One, before Temenos even knew he was in a cyborg body, he lost his arm for you, and then later on you show up inside the Tainted Lands and screw them over that way. Why, Tatsu? Why? Yeah, all I'm thinking about, I was going to point it out. This is a slightly different version of the song than what was in the original. I don't think I really have a preference on either or, but I noticed it was different right away. No! Because I purposely didn't listen to the Definitive Edition soundtrack, because I kind of had a feeling some of them were going to be different. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're finding out info.
Yup.
Bye, Hikari. We'll see you later. Yeah, I was gonna say, we went there in the first place, but then, like, Tatsu could have left on that helicopter, but he chose not to.
About that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you do bring up a good point. Now that I think about that, I'm just like, yeah, why didn't we all just take the helicopters back?
Hey!
Heard they discovered an alien container near Bedrock holding Primordia. Gotta claim it as soon as possible. Small Xenoform girl said she wanted to meet a top blade, so I told her about Commander Bandham. Wonder if she was ever able to meet him.
Hey, Elma, your crew saved that Celica girl a while back, yeah?
That's right. Why?
Did something happen?
Well, she came by with this look on her face. Asked what a person has to do to become a blade.
And what did you tell her?
Well, I was just joking that clearing a mission solo would be a good start, but... Suddenly, she looked all serious and just turned and headed off.
That sounds like trouble. We've got to find her.
Yeah, I figure. With that look, there's no telling what she might be planning, you know?
You shouldn't tease people who ask serious questions.
Bad mustache man.
You're right, my bad.
It's like you had one job.
Let's just focus on finding her. She can't have left the city yet.
Find out Celica's whereabouts.
Yep.
Tatsu's like,
Get
1
this.
point for Tatsu.
This for friends.
Negative
usual?
1 point for Mustache Man.
That's crazy!
You serious?
That little Xeno girl is being followed by a massive Xeno giant. He was so scary that, actually, you know what, he can still be nearby, so I'm gonna shut up now. He's just sitting there. Rock, you are too precious for this world.
Oh, Elma.
What's wrong, Rock? Is it Celica?
Yeah, she was talking all crazy. Said she was going to join Blade.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised that isn't a thing if it isn't already.
She's trying to work for both of us.
Then again,
so
I know
won't
he's
have to
kind
fight.
of a spoiler character, but still.
What do we do? She went to a place called Sylvalum to pick Selenian sage all by herself.
What? That place is swarming with all kinds of terrible indigents.
Not to mention the ganglion.
Please, you gotta help her.
Of course, Rock. She's our friend, too.
Off we go! Yeah, that as well.
Sure, we can do this the hard way.
Run, Hikari, run!
This is the place. According to
Yeah,
this,
come on, give it to
Selenian
us.
sage grows in this cave.
And Celica's already in there, huh?
What the matter? Rock scared?
No, I'm not.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, Rock. I'm no fan of spooky caves either, believe me.
It's just some bad people used to make me do some very bad things. They always kept me in a dark, cramped place when they took me around.
This must be hard for you, huh? You can wait outside if it's easier.
No, I'll go. I have to help Celica.
Tell Rock you got things covered if he wants to stay, say you'll protect the both of them.
I can't. Celica must be just as scared as me. I can't run off and leave her behind.
That's very brave of you, Rock. If it comes to combat, we'll keep you safe so you can focus on Celica, alright?
Alright.
Hey!
This nothing. Rock just need to be brave like Tatsu, and everything fine. Now let's go find Pretty Lady.
You okay, Rock?
Yeah, I'm fine.
More bad memories?
A little. But it must be a lot harder for poor Celica.
What does Rock mean?
Those bad people I told you about? The ones that used me? It was the ganglion. I did something terrible to Celica's village. But she saved me anyway. And she's done so countless times since.
So that's what happened.
I have to help her. She came all the way out here for me.
Then let's catch up with her before anything bad can happen.
Yeah.
Sure, we can do this the hard way.
Another reason why we say screw the ganglion.
Damn it. Tripped up.
Ready?
Bet I can sit this cakewalk out.
Furious Blast!
I'll get the most out of this.
I'm landing some meaty hits here.
Furious Blast! I see a chance to do some damage.
Starfall Rondo!
Knock 'em right out there!
I'll put some power into this.
Stuck up!
Offensive
Attack
stance.
range, let's clean up.
Tornado Blade! Tornado Blade! We're in a good position. Move in! Drive them back. Stream
Starfall
Edge!
Blade!
Mega kills. This where you gotta be careful because there's several tyrants in this area.
Rock! Why are you...
I'm sorry, Celica. I may not be able to fight, but I can at least be your shield.
Oh, Rock!
Nice going, Rock. We can take care of things from here.
We'll see you again when it's safe. You take Celica and get outside!
You should probably take Tatsu, but he's too stubborn.
Thank you, everyone. Truly.
Now, time to send you back where you came from.
Time to fight Flying Narwhal.
Crap, looks like they saw us. Melee attacks. Offensive stance.
Here comes the fierce one.
Let's do this. We're in a good position. Move in.
I'm rising blade!
Takes him out in less than 10 seconds. Thanks, Rock, for the setup on that so I could frickin' spike the thing. Alright, I forgot there isn't a cutscene. I was gonna be like, what now?
What? Crap, looks like they saw us.
Yeah, fight this thing, why not?
Offensive stance.
Starfall Blade!
Rising blade. Furious blast. Tornado blade.
Tornado Blade!
Prepare.
Magnum pen.
Starfall
I'm going to kill you, you stupid indigents! Ah!
Attack at range and let's clean up.
Let's put the polar bear away. He might be a bit on edge.
We're in a good position. Move in. Let's like this.
Starfall Blade!
It's time. Furious blast. What?
Prepare.
I'm going on the
Here we go.
tornado blade. Burning slash. True stream edge. We're in a good position. Move in.
I was hoping to implement
True stream edge.
No, I don't think I will.
Tornado blade. Rising furious blast.
I'll cover you.
True stream edge.
stuck up. Attack at range and let's clean up.
Rising blade. True stream edge. Rising blade. We're in a good position. Move in. Like this.
And it's dead.
Congrats.
Grab the container while we're in here.
Come on, you and me.
Use melee attacks.
Here comes the fierce one.
We're in a good position. Okay. Move in.
Starfall Flame! Busting the face.
Furious Slash!
Furious Flash!
I'm going on the offensive. True Stream Edge! Got him! Move in and Xenoblade!
Screamer!
Put some power into this rock. We're in a good position. Move in!
Here comes the fierce one. Prepare!
Rising Flame!
Starfall Flame!
Xenoblade! Victory is ours! Hurry!
Bam!
Congrats!
Nice work, y'all.
I'll say, Gwen, we hurried. Thank you, I appreciate it, Temenos. Alright, back outside.
Is everyone all right?
Flex your muscles and smile, ask Celica the same question.
I'm quite fine, thank you. A few scrapes are nothing if it means being able to help Rock. But why are you all here?
Same reason as you. A few scrapes weren't going to stop us from lending you a hand. Same goes for Rock, right? So, did you find the Selenian Sage?
I did.
Then congratulations. That means you passed.
But only because you helped me.
Ah, that doesn't matter. Blades all work in teams anyway. Heck, we spend most of our time bailing other blades out left and right.
Haha!
You're a true blade now, Celica.
To the point where it's a running joke at this
will
point.
face angry and scary wrath of Elma.
We should be getting
Elma's
back home.
like, you want to say that again?
Sounds good.
No, never mind, I'm gonna run away now.
Home.
I'm like, yay! Alright, Phantom, we're back.
Man, oh man. I can't believe you actually went out there on your lonesome.
Thankfully, I had Rock's assistance. Not to mention Elma and the others.
Look, I heard Elma's report. She told me about how you found that Selenian Sage all by yourself.
So, this means Celica passed blade test?
Sure does, with flying colors.
Yes!
Congratulations, Celica.
Thank you. But what does this mean for Rock? Can he stay too?
Well, since he's a Blade's family member, I don't see why not. Those ganglion scumbags are gonna be after us either way, right?
I fear the matter isn't so simple. It's premature to say there is no chance of peace with the ganglion. We can't assume needless risk.
What?
But if you were to prove yourself an asset to New LA, it would be different.
Oh, come on. How many times do we have to go over this? Rock isn't fighting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just like, how many times do they have to tell you that, like, that, well, it's like, they fear humans, they want all humans dead. I don't think they're gonna change their stance on that. Concede there's no other option but for Rock to fight. Say Rock only fight over your dead body.
Oh? Is this the point where you offer to fight in his place?
Yes.
No, I won't have anyone getting hurt from me again. It scares me, but I'll fight.
A noble offer. But productivity demands we all work in fields suited to our aptitudes.
Huh? Then what?
Right now, we have a severe shortage of heavy construction machinery here in NLA. I could offer a gentleman of your strength very favorable employment terms.
Huh?
But you still have the right to choose.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like...
Contribute to building our city, or you can find a home elsewhere.
Are you saying I can help without fighting?
I am.
Then I'll do it.
That's wonderful, Rock.
Bah, I knew you were up to something with all that sneaking and skulking around.
I do not skulk, Jack. I was simply making the necessary preparations, as one must.
Yeah.
Careful, you'll make him blush.
Tell Shosan you pegged him wrong. Give him a knowing nod.
Cheers to you, sir.
Tatsu was wrong about Suitman. Suitman is good friend.
What are you going on about?
Now he is blushing.
If you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Yeah, of course, and that's when a lot of people actually found out his first name. I'm like, wow, I just thought you went by Vanda, but you actually do have a first name. He's like, let's hug the Director General. Celica successfully completed her work and became a Blade member. Rock, on the other hand, found work in construction. You learned Black Bane. I was gonna say, no. Celica, a kind-hearted Clurian who drifted to Mira along with Rock. Celica's gentle demeanor and strong sense of responsibility enable her to aid those in need, and she strives endlessly to protect her counterpart Rock from engaging in any kind of conflict. Celica uses a unique style based on the Psycho Corruptor class to unleash a variety of debuffs that chip away at enemy vitality. We have another party member! I was gonna say, I'm just like, what the heck, dude? Alright, so as far as I'm aware, there's one more party member that's from the original version, so the other two are from this version specifically. Speaking of one of the new members, let's do this one first. Thinking makes it so.
Alicia's waiting for you too. We'll see you soon.
As requested by Liesel, you make for the Outfitter's test hangar. I was gonna say, I thought the first one was a trip. Apparently this one's more of a trip. Oh boy. Yeah, it's like, why warp anymore when you could just fly over there? I mean, at least within the city. Like, if I'm going to, like, let's say the other end of Noctilum, I'm definitely gonna warp for that. So I only got so much fuel. Ah, speaking of Hresfeld, you brought it with.
Ah, thanks for coming.
Asks suspiciously what the problem is, joke that you had nothing better to do.
Oh, nothing that serious. We just wanted your opinion on something. Now, on to the topic at hand. Remember what I said about Hresvelg? How we developed a special system?
These days, with the Skell flight module equipped, being able to fly is the industry standard. But the Hresvelg model, it can achieve an advanced form of flight, an enhanced cruise mode.
Basically, it can turn into a jet aircraft for flight.
I'm sorry, what now?
Well, cool, right?
We're almost finished.
Lynn's like, oh, come on!
It should be operational in a matter of days. It's just that the fine-tuning isn't going so well. So then we were hoping a fresh pair of eyes might help. And who better to ask than you?
Sheer impertinence! We were on the cusp of scoring the windfall of a lifetime, and a teeny bopper beat us to it.
Excuse me, that teeny bopper is my best friend, you jackass.
From this outsider. Impertinence! Impertinence! Don't you have any pride as an engineer?
Alright, stop being a bully before I go over there and slap you.
I think there's merit in that. Anyway, you said we were beaten to it, but I don't recall it being a competition.
Man, this is what Granada's like. No wonder why Sobe and Lynn didn't want to work for Granada. No wonder why they were at Sakuraba.
Revolutionary technology lives or dies in the flames of competition. My God! I thought finally I was putting someone capable at the helm, my dear Alicia. If we don't get ahead of the curve and finish this project, all our efforts will have been for nothing. You will return to work and finalize cruise mode right now.
Man, she just looks dead inside.
Crystal.
Boss, Alicia's been cooped up this whole time, ever since we landed on Mira.
I was gonna say, that sounds like the logical course of action, as HP would put it.
What makes you think I give a damn about your opinion?
She's my...
Yes, sir. I'll finish it right away.
What? Alicia?
I'll go now.
Alicia!
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like, yeah, just make him just remember that he treated people badly and he should think about his actions. It's like, wow, there's some buttholes in this game, but like the fact that he was introduced in this version and they made him like one of the top buttholes that quickly, oh my gosh. Ask if she has any idea where Alicia might have gone, suggest splitting into 2 teams to search.
I don't know. It's rare for her to go outside in the first place. There's no getting around it. I didn't want to have to resort to this, but... Alicia's comm device. It has a tracker installed for such an event. I may be the pilot, but it's also my job to ensure the chief engineer's safety. Damn, she's moving fast. Could she be aboard a Skell? It looks like she's headed for... I know where she's going. Exactly. Let's move. Damn it. I've got a bad feeling.
Oh, she's going back to that location.
Liesel.
Why'd you go AWOL? Next time you get itchy feet, tell me. If it's a view you're looking for, we can always hop in Hresvelg. It's not meant for two, but, we can make do.
If you insist. Maybe we ought to develop a two-seater model.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Although, I might not have it in me.
Yeah? Alright, whatever you want.
You're not mad?
Why should I be mad at you?
You're strong, you know that? I mean it.
Tell her she shouldn't have to push herself, ask if she's going to give up here.
Absolutely. When the going gets tough, go slow.
That's not it.
So, you're okay to keep going? The variable flight system's complete. We basically solved the power fluctuation lag. Say the word and I'll hop straight in, no sweat.
No, you don't get it!
Huh? Alright, what did the boss say to you? I knew it. What did he make you do? Come on, talk to me, Leash.
It's my fault. The deception. I was part of it.
What? What deception are you talking about?
When Hresvelg enters cruise mode. You know how we configured the engine to transform with the Skell?
Well, yeah, of course. Without that, there's no way you could possibly maintain the right level of thrust.
Right. Typical engine structure couldn't take it. In cruise mode, the thrust would be far too extreme. Well, we never implemented that feature. That was what was decided.
They can't do that. The whole damn Skell could fall apart. No. That bastard.
He said he wanted to keep manufacturing costs down. It's completely unacceptable, I know. Waving it through would lead to horrific accidents. Of course, I tried to change his mind. Really, I tried. But he said, you don't want to end up like your predecessor, do you?
Predecessor? You mean that incident wasn't a suicide?
In the Hresvelg prototype's test flight. The crash. It was because of an error in the code. It was an accident waiting to happen. I know, because I doctored that code. The former chief caught wind of it and tried to report me. But then the boss stepped in. That's when he had a suicide staged.
Oh, God. Alicia.
He couldn't afford for the project to be delayed. If word got out, it might have been scrapped.
And now, you're looking the other way again.
I'm sorry. What I've done is beyond forgiveness. But even though I knew I was complicit in his crime, there was no turning back. If nothing else, I wanted to see it through, to finish it for you. Our gifted fighter pilot. I wanted to witness the heights you could soar to.
How could you? I trusted you, Leash. I thought as long as we were together, we could do anything. But after hearing all this, I can't unhear it. What he's done, and what you've done.
I know. You're good. I figured this was how you'd react. You've always walked the path you believe in, and you've never strayed from it, not once. Everything I've done, all of the boss's schemes, it's all here, recorded on my comm device. Part of me wanted to leave this and die. That way, someone else could handle the fallout.
You know, I won't be able to forgive you right away.
I know.
But then again, the fact you're still here alive, I'm so glad. Liesl.
So, it's come to this, has it? You disappoint me once again, Alicia Lee.
Boss,
You are a part of this. I thought you'd at least have the sense to realize you were being watched.
Then you admit it. All the heinous crimes you committed.
What does it matter if you denounce me now? It doesn't change a thing. Learn when to back off, Liesl.
Not a chance.
Oh, it's one rule for your friends and another for the rest of us, is it?
No. You both need to atone for what you've done.
How savage. So you would forsake her?
Anyone who asks for forgiveness, I'll gladly reach out a hand to them. But you... do you even have remorse? Do you even care?
I see. Liesl. You really are upright toward
Yeah.
fault, aren't you? Sickening.
Better than killing people just to make a quick buck.
Say there's only one way out of this. Say she can put this one on your tab. Alright, let's do this.
I agree. This guy isn't just a villain. He's scum!
Negotiations have broken down then. She set out on an unauthorized expedition and perished in the wilderness. I'll have to keep that effect in my final report.
It's over, Kellerman. Time to pay the piper!
We've been discovered. Offensive
Alright,
stance.
time to kick the shit out of this piece of crap. Alright, Celica, I'm sorry this is your first real battle, but here we go.
Move in. It's sure to work now. Furious blast. True stream edge. Rising tornado blade. True stream edge. That's two on me. Grip them no quarter. Grenade blitz. Tornado blade. Rising blade. True stream edge. Tornado blade. Rising blade. True stream edge. Furious blast. Not over yet. Incendiary edge. Tornado blade.
Haha, gotcha!
To make me stronger.
Rest and piss.
Alicia, the proof you left of his misdeeds. The battle log, the audio recordings, everything we heard Kellerman say. I'll hand it all over. The authorities have to know. I'll try to cut a deal. If we're lucky, you may receive clemency.
I don't deserve it. Thank you.
Oh, and from now on, no more keeping secrets, okay? You can tell me anything. After all, we are besties. And hey, I'm not the only one who's got your back.
Yes, I'm lucky.
For sure.
Alright, back to the outfitter's hangar. Yeah, I was gonna say, I double my statement from earlier that, yeah, Isobe, Lin, and Lin's parents definitely threw themselves in the right lot of people. Oh my gosh, if they had worked for Granada, that could have been so bad. A few days later...
Thanks for coming. Behold, the final product.
Remark that it feels like it could take off at any second. Express your doubts about whether it can really transform. Wow! Harina's like, holy crap!
You should give it a spin too. Oh, also, Alicia and I, henceforth, we no longer work for Granada.
Holy
Alicia
shoot!
took full responsibility. The top brass struck a deal with her regarding Kellerman's case. But hey, we finished everything we set out to do. It felt like the perfect time to get out.
That's right. Liesel and I were talking it through, and we've decided to start our own company. Trust me, we'll do our darndest to make our mark. We want to be top dogs.
We'll do it the right way this time. Keep things above board. We'll never stoop to Kellerman's level. Not ever. Alright, time for a ride. This one's for our new venture.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah! To bigger and better things.
Go and stretch your wings. Restfelg is feeling restless, I bet.
And you, stick around, okay? You've seen Restfelg fight before. Now watch him fly!
Holy shoot. Len's like, gosh darn it! Liesel and Alicia exposed Kellerman's nefarious deeds and have cut their ties with Granada GG to start a new, far more reputable undertaking. You learn Mind Shift. What'd I tell you? Flying the Hraskveld's a trip, isn't it? Just switch to cruise mode, it'll transform, leaving regular skells eating your exhaust. We even pushed an update to all previously sold units, so I'll look forward to seeing you in the sky. Holy shit! Oh my god! Time for Neum Part 2. was gonna say, do an aileron roll! Whee! Okay, it does use up a decent amount of skells, or that amount of fuel. I gotta be careful about that. Whoa! Oh, yeah, thank goodness for that. Okay, so that's the catch. It is purely a cruise mode. You can't fight things like that. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Man, that's sick. Alright, where to next? Alright, so yeah, Neil Nails isn't available until after Chapter 11. Alright, so we got both HBs and Bose's that we can do. I know Bose's involves going into a really lobby area, or at least I'm pretty sure it does, so...
Oh, that was just Vandom talking.
I could be thinking about something else, too.
I didn't receive a formal censure, so I'm not sparing it a second thought.
You do remember he's our commander, right? Would you please try to talk some sense into HB? If he and the commander don't lay this feud to rest, it's liable to explode.
Ask HB what's going on with him and Vandom. Tell him he has to meet Vandom halfway. What the heck's going on?
I wasn't planning on bringing it up. Didn't want to cause undue worry.
Dude, I just went through a whole thing with Lizelle. I can't imagine it's worse than that.
And frankly, I'd like to tell you. A while ago, I gathered some Pathfinder colleagues and took on an assignment. It was a hunt for indigents so vicious, no one else was willing to face them. And yes, we suffered a few injuries, but the mission succeeded in the end. It's proof that Harriers aren't the only ones who can handle these indigents. However, Commander Vandom appears to have reached a different conclusion. In that he punched me. He told me I wasn't to do any blade work until I'd come to my senses. Egregious, I know. Were this Earth, there'd be a lawsuit for certain.
The commander was entirely right to be upset. You stole another division's job and turned out 5 injured blades in the process. What possessed you to be so irresponsible?
I happen to be the blade best acquainted with the area. I was the logical choice. The commander's old-fashioned system keeps talented people from utilizing those talents. You can see that, can't you?
Say HB's 100% correct. Tell him he needs to follow Blade rules.
These current rules cannot keep New LA safe. Injuries were sustained, yes, but I protected the city from those indigents. I would expect praise for my efforts, not a mouthful of loose teeth. Flexible and adaptable. That's how to get optimal performance.
Ugh, he still doesn't get it. You are anything but normal, HB.
I certainly hope not, Miss Eleonora. Normal is a slur to one of my singular talents. Now, will you join me in
like, HB, stop being extra for 5 seconds.
They reproduce with alarming alacrity. Thinning their numbers does little good so long as the queen lives. Unlike last time, it'll just be us, but... Well, I think we can agree that should be more than enough. Wonderful.
Rena and Gwen are just like,
Now
oh
that
no,
that's
we're in
settled,
danger.
Let's be on our way.
Work with HB to complete the task. Reached Affinity 1 with Celica. Sorry, Celica, you're just gonna be having a day today. What is my life?
Wear them down from a distance. Got him in
Offensive stance.
Tornado blade. Rising blade. Stream edge.
Try attacking.
Ultra slash.
Didn't know I was so popular.
It worked. Attack.
Rising blade. True stream edge. Let's do this. Magnum edge. Step in and run the sail. True stream edge. True stream edge. Offensive stance. Victory sounds.
I hope I did my
Congrats.
part.
Yay!
Use melee attacks. Offensive stance.
Here comes the fierce
Rising
one.
blade.
Furious Flash!
Now get in there. Furious flash. Tornado blade. Like this. We can just topple them with guns.
That was the last of our targets in this area. I'm afraid their numbers have grown since I was last here. We must head deeper in and destroy the Queen before this escalates any further.
It's like, either that's a Wilhelm joke or the fact that it's supposed to be like a play on with the Pereskfeld family from Three Houses, because the original Pereskfeld was, I'm not kidding, his name is Wilhelm. I'm just like, what the heck? Thought someone was joking initially when they told me that.
Hello? What's wrong?
Are you Blades too?
We are. We're here hunting down the Brood's Queen.
Me too, although I think I screwed up big time. My leg is shot. I can't walk at all. Oh, but don't mind me. You big lunks go on and take care of the target. Otherwise, it'll have more kids, and then things will really get out of hand. Seriously, the mission is way more important than little old me.
It's true. This creature multiplies with alarming speed. If we stop to bring this person back to New LA, the damage will only spread. It's difficult, but... No. The mission must come first.
Ask HB how he can abandon a fellow Blade. Ask why he's so eager to finish this mission.
How can you ask that? I just want to keep everyone in New LA safe.
Time to give this guy an identity crisis. Ask whether he honestly believes he's trying to help others. Tell him he only cares about his own pride. Time to roast his ass.
An old friend over in HQ came by recently and told me I've been getting soft. He said that if I kept it up, I wouldn't even be able to maintain my current position, let alone rise in the ranks. Use people more efficiently and carry out your missions like a professional, he said. And don't worry if someone dies. They'll all be revived eventually. But you saw right through me. No wonder Commander Phantom decided to chew me out. Did I tell you what he said? He told me the more of us that are alive, the more we can accomplish. There ain't no low priority lives, he said. The answer is clear. We'll bring this one back to the city for
Yeah, I was
treatment.
gonna say, whoever told HB
If
that
our
needs to
target
get
spawns
slapped.
more minions in that time. We'll deal with it later.
Well, boo. You're no fun. You're lucky you've got a partner with a level head, HB. You should be thankful you got set straight.
What?
I was waiting for you, silly. The commander sent me here personally. If you abandoned me, I had orders to punch you right in your fat face.
Wait, but your leg.
I told Vandam the fake broken leg bit was simply too cliché for words, but he insisted. He must really like you. Honestly, I just signed on for the chance to deck a pretty boy right in the kisser.
Oh.
Well, good luck with your mission or whatever. I'm heading back to New LA. Ta-ta!
See ya!
I understand the commander's frustrations, but did I really deserve this?
Agree with HB that Vandam doesn't like him. Tell him that Vandam loves him.
I can't even process that. If this is Vandam's way of showing affection, he's a twisted soul. In any case, we have a job to finish. Let's go.
It's like, dude, I'm around Vandam all the time. I think I'm about as qualified to talk about him as anyone is.
They spotted us.
Oh yeah, that's a huge person dino thing.
More. Didn't know I was so popular.
Tornado blade! Loose stream edge! I'll run with this. Rising blade! Loose stream edge! Break out those guns! It's time! Let's do this! Tornado blade! Grenade blitz! Thank you.
Furious blast!
Weakened.
Tornado blade! It's sure to work now! Incendiary blade!
And done. Vandam, we're back.
Well, hey there, HB. Hope I didn't keep you waiting.
Commander, what are you doing here?
I came to put an end to the little upstart gunning for my position. Personally. Nah, just kidding. I'm here to hand out the reward. Consider yourself lucky. It's not every day a blade gets paid by the boss man himself, you know.
What's the angle? You told me I wasn't to accept work as a blade for the time being.
You think I don't know a wise-ass little upstart like you is gonna ignore that order? That punch was just my way of clearing out the cobwebs, giving you a little push. And from what Lara Nara told me, it worked. That, or I reset your brain. Anyway, this is for you. I added a special bonus, just this once.
You completed the task with HB, but there's still that rather formidable matter of Commander Vandam to overcome.
Sorry to keep making you babysit the Wonder Kid here, but he really does have all kinds of potential. Plus a pound of guts. So the next time he says something stupid, just give him a little push, okay?
Excuse me, I'm the same age as Temenos. Tell Vandam to leave it to you, say Vandam can do his own punching. You got it.
Ha! I knew you were the right person for the job. See you when I see you.
Commander, wait. Don't think any of this changes the way I feel about your methods.
Ha! Oh, I know it. Though that whole bit about the segregated divisions, just between us, I feel the same as you. I don't like forcing folks into little boxes any more than you do, believe me. If an eager beaver like you wants to tackle a job, I say go for it. But revamping an entire workforce with all kinds of different specializations ain't so simple. So if you want to fix things, you better become commander fast. Otherwise, I might just beat you to it.
Come and get me!
That was unexpected. If I might ask, who do you feel is the greater talent? The commander or me?
Tell HB that Vandom is by far the superior talent, or tell him he's superior.
I thank you for your candor. I'm entirely in agreement. But I'm not giving up. A good hurdle ought to be just shy of insurmountable. I'm confident you and I will pass the old dog up yet. Then it will fall on us to keep the people of New LA safe. Logically and efficiently, of course.
You learned Flame Hand. And then HB and Cross ride into the sunset at the end. What the skell?
What went wrong? How did I not see it sooner? It's so depressing.
Ask Alexa what happened. Tell Alexa that no matter what happens, she'll get through it. Ask if she trashed the skell.
Thanks. That's sweet. If you don't mind listening. I was testing a skell weapon, right? Totally normal stuff. Then the prototype starts humming, then shaking, then boom! It was a big unit, so the blast was huge. The other skells participating in the test got all jacked up too. And let me say, the researchers were not happy. It's a miracle no one was hurt. This was my first time testing something made by someone other than Tika. Now I'm wondering if she wasn't carrying me as dead weight this whole time. Honestly, I'm bummed.
Assure Alexa that the explosion was not her fault. Tell her she'll have to knock it out of the park next time. Ask Alexa if she's really gonna let one mistake crush her spirit.
If there is a next time. But you're right, I can't let this happen again. Still, I know I caused trouble for everyone else. Man, this sucks. But sitting here moping won't do anything. I have to tackle this one step at a time. And I could use some help. That's why you spoke to me in the first place, right? For starters, let's go apologize to Camber. Oh, right. You don't know Camber. He heads up a team of 4 super talented scout pilots. Cool, huh? I always drop by their place and drool over their sweet rides. Seeing all 4 of them side by side is just super wow. I could just sit there staring for hours. Sorry, back to the point. It was my fault Camber's Skell got wrecked and had to be taken in for repairs. It should be in the administrative district now. Let's take a look and talk to Camber.
Alexa's feeling down after the failed weapon test. Help cheer her up. Alexa, I'll let you take the rest, Phil. Gimme, 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 gimme! Just don't wreck Hikari. He's delicate. Unnecessary jet.
Hey, Alexa. Dropping by to check up on the Skell?
Yep.
Well, thanks. That's nice of you.
It really took a beating this time, huh?
You say that like it wasn't your fault.
Mika, No, you're right. This one's on me. I'm sorry about this, Camber. You too, Mika.
Don't worry about it. Accidents happen during experimental weapons tests.
You're too soft on her, Camber. We're out of work thanks to her. Stuck on the sidelines like a pair of chumps.
What?
It's not permanent. They're just running low on replacement parts. They're pretty scarce to begin with, and none are floating around on the market.
So that's why it's still not fixed.
Yeah, and without Skells, we can't do our job. So thanks for the vacation. Really.
Tell them to just do their missions with ground gear, say they can't blame Alexa for a part shortage. Yeah, I mean, I do stuff with ground gear all the
But if not for that
time.
accident, we wouldn't be short one Skell. And our next mission wouldn't demand one either.
What do you mean?
Our next mission has been decided. We're redoing the test you screwed up.
You guys are?
What, you weren't invited? Gee, I can't imagine why not. Anyway, the director of the project briefed us in person.
Oh, I see.
The test will start as soon as the Skell that someone wrecked gets fixed.
Then let me track down the parts. It's the least I can do to help.
Really?
Alexa, that's a really generous offer. But that's not really an outfitter job. They'll get the parts in eventually. Don't beat yourself up over this.
I just want to be useful. That accident was at least partially my fault.
Well, if you're sure, we won't say no.
Great. I'll have them for you lickety-split.
How lickety-split are we talking? Very. Teddy!
Hey, Camber, are these what you need?
Yeah, this should cover the repairs. Thanks so much, Alexa.
No sweat. I still owe you from before. If you want it.
Alexa, Tika wants you. Sounds like she has another test lined up.
Oh, thanks. I'll go check it out. You'll come too, right? Bye, you two. Good luck with your tests.
Yeah.
We'll do our best. Drop by and see us again soon, Alexa.
Will do.
Back to Tika. Alright, so then we go talk to Tobias whenever. Sweet!
Sorry to make you wait.
Well, you're cheerier than I expected. I figured you'd still be moping. That's why I put a rush on the next job.
Aw, that's sweet. But yeah, Camber Skell is ready for repairs. Things are pretty much back to normal.
I hope you're not getting his hopes up.
Hmm? About what?
Anyway, back to the task at hand. I have a new prototype for you folks to try out.
More ground gear?
I only work on skill tech for maybe 1 in 5 projects. I know you'd prefer the opposite, but them's the breaks. I'd like you to use the prototype on the indigents I specify. There are 2 sites this time. I need to make sure it can handle different weather and terrain.
Makes sense. We're on it, Tika.
Defeat them with the Spark Jet Rifle. Hey, Gwyn, buddy, pal, chum. Don't give me the test weapon. Gosh darn it, Temenos. Thanks, pal. What is my life? Alright, let's go talk to Tobias since we're over in this neck of the woods. After losing to you, I've been planting new data probes all over Mira. And I ain't losing again, so let's lay it all on the table, pal. How much you got? But what? But that ain't... how in the sweet hell do you keep out-earning me? Who are you? Claim to be Mira's greatest explorer, or shrug and say you're just a blade? No way, there's no way that just a blade could beat me twice. This isn't over yet, and to heck with the risk. I'm gonna turn this around in one shot. I'm gonna plant data probes all around the Ganglions' home base in Caldros and rack up more money than you've ever seen. Oh boy. This can only mean good things. Alright, let's go bail his butt out.
What?
Oh, it's you. Come to laugh at old Tobias? Well, go ahead. I came here to finally beat you, but Von Ammo, the Bellower, got to me first. Hungry bastards around here. I'm just waiting to finish the job. He's persistent, which I like, but he also wants to eat me, which I don't much care for. Offer Tobias your assistance, tell Tobias he must survive no matter what occurs. The goody-good act never stops with you, does it? Watch your back with an attitude like that, pal. Good little helpers like you tend to die young. Guess I'll just lay low for a while and hope he's a lousy tracker. You be careful, yeah? If that thing finds you, it's gonna hurt.
Meet the woman who's gonna wreck her life.
Yeah, they're talking about this particular tyrant in question. This may be a I come back to this later kind of a situation, we'll find out.
I won't back down.
We need
Off that got it, kid. Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Let's do this! Rising blade! Tornado blade! Rising blade! Tornado blade! True stream edge! Incendiary edge! Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Tornado blade! Furious blast! Going on me! Grab them no quarter! Offensive stank! I can still Sometimes you have to be reckless. Closing! Incendiary! I don't like It's not over yet! No. I have to...
Yeah, and this is why I'm waiting for that dual gun art, which allows you to use Ghost Walker, which allows you to make clones of yourself so you're less likely to get hit. I'll see if I can use it right now. Let's see. Yep, I can use it right now. Alright, let's give this a shot.
Wear them down from a distance.
Like this?
Furious blast! Tornado blade! Hey, thanks!
Black vein!
True stream edge! Rising blade! Rising blade! Offensive secondary edge! Tornado blade! Burning slash! Right! Ghost Walker! Take out those guns! I won't miss this chance. For a big target. Just concentrate your fire. Rising blade! True stream edge! True stream edge! We're in a good position. Move in! Here comes the fierce one. This is improved. No quitting allowed.
Tougher than they look.
Tornado blade! True stream edge! Rising blade! Rising blade! Burning slash! Furious blast! True stream edge! Nailed it! Break out those guns! True stream edge! I apologize for losing my cool just then. Seriously, there's a time and a place for arts like that. What?
And we got Affinity 2 with Celica. Alright, I'll get this one shot, otherwise I'll come back with him a bit more leveled up.
Ghost Walker! Offensive stand! Don't give him a chance to rest! Hey! Tornado blade! True stream edge! Thank you. Let's do this! True stream edge! Furious blast! Ghost Walker!
Tougher than they look.
Rising tornado blade! True stream edge! Incendiary edge! Offensive stance! Tornado blade! We're in a good position. Move in!
Here comes the fierce one.
Grenade! True stream edge! Let's do this! Ghost Walker! Nailed it! Take out those guns! True stream edge! I can still do this alone! That wasn't... I'll tough it out! Ghost Walker! Ghost Walker! Burning slash! True stream edge! Tornado blade! Incendiary edge! Tornado blade! True stream edge! Offensive stance! Ghost Walker! Tornado blade! We're in a good position. Move in! Incendiary edge! I'm going on the offensive! True stream edge! This is enough! Ghost Walker! Offensive stance! Rising blade! True stream! Now get in there! Tornado blade! Incendiary edge! Ghost Walker!
to the master. Yeah, that's why I recommend using Ghostwalker, because it is way less likely to hit you. That is the only reason I have dual guns in that setup. Alright, Tobias, we did it.
Meet the woman who's gonna wreck your life.
Yeah, my heart was pounding out of my chest that whole time. It's like, am I actually gonna pull this off? But, haha, let's go. I lost its signal. No, you didn't kill Vanimo the Bellower. You couldn't, could you? Flex a little, then nod a few times like it's no big deal. So you only just managed to defeat the horrid tyrant. Bow to the cleric! Sweet mother of marmalade. I've been picking fights with the wrong cat. Well, heck, I guess a guy knows when he's beat, yeah? I'll stay out of your way from now on. Stick your research probes where you want. Take all my money, I don't care. And you're the boss of me now, so whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it. What's it gonna be? You gonna take my money? Work me till I puke blood? Make me dance for sailors and charge 2 bits a gander? Make Tobias recommit himself to serving NLA? Ask why he's so obsessed with money. What? You ain't gonna make me do nothing embarrassing? You're just gonna ask me a question? Yeah, well, I was gonna use Frontier Nap to make a mound of cash, right? But it's also I could finish the project that me and my friends started. It'll cost a fortune, more than you can imagine. Which is why I have to earn money any way I can, no matter what people think of it. Project's classified, so I can't say much more, but... well, it's something humanity wouldn't mind having around. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, I'm off. And if you don't have any demands, a loss is a loss, and I'll pay a fair price. Here, take it. So long. Tobias accepted his defeat. There are clearly some deep-seated reasons why he's so insistent on earning money with Frontier Nav. Alright, we got a duplicator probe out of it. Ah, look, he's back already. He's like, I'm alive! But why, though?
What the hell do these things eat?
I don't know, you tell me, Arena.
Wear them down from a distance. Got it in sight. Fire! Now get in there. Grenade blitz! True stream edge! Ghost Walker! Tornado blade! We're in a good position. Okay, move in! Like this! I'm going on the offensive. True stream edge! Tornado blade! Rising blade! Rising blade! Power dive! True stream edge!
I could have taken them on alone.
Alright, now time to go defeat the Canyon Cantors.
Ready?
I suppose we've no other recourse.
I'll distract them while you blast them. Back, offensive stance. Ghost Walker. Rising blade. Furious blast. We can just tackle them with gunfire. Give it to me. We're in a good position. Move in. Target neutralized. Returning to standby.
Oh yeah, while I'm thinking about it, let's show this area off. Late game, this is where I recommend level grinding, because there's a bunch of level 70 enemies in here. Or mid-level 60s. Sand Sprint Cavity. Yeah, particularly these enemies in question. There's some scale weapons that can one-shot these things, and it makes for really good level grinding.
Wear them down from a distance. Offensive stance.
Absorber escape!
Thank you.
Like this. Go! Attack
Rising
area blast!
Rising blade!
Boost them!
True stream edge! Tornado blade! We're in a good position. Move in! Huh. Okay, let's see how they like this. Aura up! That's how it's your turn! Rising blade! Furious stream edge! Tornado blade! Good. Now get in there! True stream edge! Okay. Like rising blade! You can just tackle them with gunfire. Leave it to me. Hey, thanks.
You need Ori. Sledge! Success!
Ghost Walker! Rising blade! Tornado blade! True stream edge! We're in a good point. I apologize for losing my cool just then.
Try to keep a handle on it. All of our lives are on the line.
Alright, Gwen, you get your weapon back. Yippee!
Nice data gathering, guys. Can I have the prototype back?
This thing was amazing. Not that I'm surprised, coming from you.
Alexa, did you notice anything off about the gun?
Off?
Yeah. Looking at the data, it's like there's some bug or contaminant.
Well, I suppose it is getting kind of hot.
Lose it now!
Jeez, that was close.
Are you all right?
Fine. I guess even you slip up sometimes, huh, Tika?
Yes, but not like that. That was intentional. Sabotage. Alexa, is there anyone who'd want to see you get hurt?
Say that everyone loves Alexa, say that someone's clearly gunning for her.
No way, you guys!
Yes, Way. And if I'm right, they already had it out for you before that failed test.
You really think it's sabotage?
Prototypes can be unstable, but we check for safety, especially before performing field tests. Yet you've just been at the center of 2 potentially fatal accidents in a row.
Fatal? You mean I almost... Holy cheeseballs, that's crazy! But who would be doing it?
I have no clue. That said, I may have a way of finding out.
Really?
I'll analyze what's left of the prototype. That may tell me what they did to it.
Thanks, Tika. You're the best.
Just give me a minute here. Got it. They planted a micro-explosive in the stock. It had a radio receiver that was detonated remotely.
So...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know it's like generally speaking how the game
Little bits
operates.
on the wall.
Holy crap!
So since they didn't kill you, murder doesn't seem to be the motive. They just want your missions to fail. And by fail, I mean explode.
That's almost worse!
I don't know about that, but it is a clue. To time the detonation like that, they'd have to be watching you.
Oh my gosh. I have a stalker? Seriously?
Say you should ask around to see if anyone saw anything. Say it was you the whole time!
What? No, wait. You weren't even around for the first explosion. Man, that is totally not funny. Not at all.
If you're done being dumb, we should ask around to see if anyone saw something.
Let's hurry.
Watch Alexa's back for me, will you? And maybe your own, too.
Look for eyewitnesses along the road from the industrial district and then find the criminal.
You good?
The woman fled towards the diner.
I can help.
A female blade operative just ran towards the administrative district. She seemed really panicked about something, so I hope everything's alright.
Do I have to spell it?
Watch out for the wild worm. It's nasty!
Go check it out.
Are you chasing someone? A woman from the Outfitters division just went down to the lower level. She looks super calm, though. I knew it! I'll be back for you eventually once I climb the stairs again. Mika's like, haha, I'm gonna get away with this. All because he can't platform. Joke's on you, I can platform. Now you're under arrest.
Mika! Oh, Alexa, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here, Mika?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I hear another prototype blew up on you. You okay?
Right as rain.
Oh my gosh. It was you!
Thanks for the 5
sorry.
gift sub bomb, appreciate it.
I planned to do it, but I
Hype
was
train
sure no one would
activate,
get
just as
hurt.
we're about to apprehend yet
Then time
another
was short and I
criminal.
just panicked.
Why did you do it, Mika?
Because I hate you, okay? I hate you.
Look,
Wow.
if this is about Camber's Skell, I'm trying to make it up to you. I'll do whatever.
That's why I hate you. I've been Camber's friend since back on Earth. But then we get here, and within 2 months you've got him wrapped around your finger. I know this is totally wrong, and I should have made a move. But you just walked in with your hair and your attitude and went for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Help me out here. Why is she mad at me?
Say that Mika thinks Alexa's trying to steal the man she loves. Ask Alexa if she really doesn't understand.
Oh, got it. Got it. Wow, you are really not smart, Mika.
Don't lie to me. You come waltzing by almost every day to chat up Camber. And he just eats it up, the fool. Then you charge off to get spare Skell parts so he'll like you more. Just to show how sweet and dedicated you are. Don't tell me that's just a coincidence.
Do you know who you're talking to?
What? That's stupid.
It is not stupid!
I don't love Camber. I love his Skell. The reason I visit you guys all the time is to look at your gear. And I only wanted to get those parts because the idea of a wrecked Skell makes me totally sad.
You've got to be kidding me.
Do you know who you're talking to,
The only
Mika?
love in my life is giant robots. Come on, help me out here. This lady is crackers.
Tell Mika it's all her fault. Say Alexa's right, Skells are more important than love. Say that a woman who's nuts about Skells should not be calling anyone else crackers.
Whoa. It's not a creepy love or anything.
again, it's not like I've gone all psycho-jealous and started planting bombs. Frankly, a little Skell love seems normal in comparison.
Yikes. Anyway, you've both made it clear you're freakishly obsessed with Skells. And I've made it clear that I'm a stupid, jealous idiot. I'm really sorry, Alexa. Forgive me?
I'll forgive you if you promise to let me take your Skell for a spin sometime.
That's all you want?
All? That's huge!
You've got yourself a deal. Just don't break it.
Yay! You got it.
You're just like, yippee! More Skell time! Alexa made up with Nika and was allowed to ride her Skell, which helped lift her spirits. Go to the Outfitter's test hangar for the next Affinity mission. You learned Overclock. Alright, see if there's any other... Well, I know there's Bose's Affinity mission. Yeah, it's pretty much Bose's and then this Prospective Partners one that's down in the barracks. Complete Chapter 9, survey 14% of the planet.
We have visitor!
Well, it isn't every day the Director General stops by for a visit.
I'm a busy man, I fear. But something's come up that I'd like your team to handle.
Stuffy Suit came to the right place. Make request and Tatsu will see what he can do.
Right. Well, I'd like to propose we enhance our surveillance of the ganglion.
Is there something you're expecting to find?
We've had a string of unusual reports lately. There have been rumors that the ganglion are fighting amongst themselves.
Power struggles? With all those species working together, I imagine they've no shortage of infighting.
Which is precisely what we want to exploit. Hence the need for intel. And why I'd like you to focus on expanding Frontier Nav for now.
All right. We'll take it on as a formal
Goodbye,
request
Hype
from...
Train. Shasan has decided to further expand his investigation of the ganglion across Mirub. Choo-choo! Report to him at the tower.
Fascinating.
Find something useful?
All intelligence is useful, Colonel. It's just a matter of finding the best lens to view it through.
Wow. That's deep, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, you fought against a Rothian squadron before, yes?
Rothian? Tatsu hear that name someplace before.
Recall those were the lion-esque people, describe them as a proud and fierce people, claim they're a bunch of conniving furballs. They were awesome.
Describes Tatsu perfectly. Is friends sure they're not thinking of Tatsu? When did we fight folks like Tatsu?
Come on, we fought them in Sylvalum, remember?
Oh, right! Tatsu remember now. Kitty cat people, right?
We've analyzed Frontier Nav records for evidence of ganglion infighting. Every instance has involved Rothians fighting against one race or another. This is more than just a few simple disagreements.
It's like back into the spin cycle.
They've broken ties with the ganglion entirely, and on less than amicable terms.
Suggest forming an alliance. Claim this is your chance to wipe out the Rothians for good.
If they really have left the ganglion, that might be a possibility. Their motives certainly
So
seem
yes,
enough.
cats all the way.
Their values align with ours.
As we often said on Earth, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I expect an alliance with the Rothians would prove beneficial for both of us.
Agreed. Even beyond the practical merits, it just makes sense for us to try and make as many friends as possible.
Which brings me to your next mission. I need you to travel to the site of the latest clash and gather data.
Yes, sir.
Off we go!
That's right. We've located a Rothian skell. It seems mostly undamaged. No pilot in sight. It's unclear if they abandoned the skell or were killed.
What about the data unit?
Intact, as far as I can see.
Excellent. Please bring it back with you. Also, a sample of the plating and any weaponry you can manage.
We'll do what we can. Ready for a little manual labor?
Are you kidding? I can't wait to get this stuff home to analyze it.
Warned that Shosan might have his own motives. Ask Elma if she knows more than she's saying.
Huh? What do you mean? Elma?
Well, no point in hiding it, I suppose. I can't be certain, but if I had to venture a guess, I'd assume this is all just insurance in case an alliance falls through.
You mean we're gathering this data to make fighting the Rothians easier?
Oh, I'm sure diplomatic talks will come first. And even if we can't secure a friendship, that doesn't mean we have to fight. But it's always good to prepare for the worst possible scenario. Especially if you're the man responsible for the safety of all of New LA.
Well, I hope the Alliance can work out.
As do I, Lynn. For now, let's get back to work.
Gather Rothian skell parts. Alright, back to the city. Just gonna realize I didn't turn a light on. There we go. I was gonna be like, it's getting dark in here. Like, that's why.
Good work collecting those samples.
Don't notice as much now that the sun's out later and later.
I'm just sorry we weren't able to get more.
We'll take what we can get. You have my thanks.
They're an exceptionally proud people. If we can forge an alliance, I'm certain they'll be friends we can trust.
Now remember that. And should the day come, I'd like you to serve as ambassador.
My pleasure. As long as you don't send me there to declare war.
Perish the thought. The fewer enemies we have, the easier my job is.
Looks like the Rothians are being hounded up by the Ganglion. This might be an opportunity to team up with them. Quest complete. And then that particular plot line will continue after we're done with Chapter 10.
Really?
Bose's ignorance.
A word of caution about this mission. The indigen you'll be hunting is extremely dangerous. It's already injured several Pathfinders.
Yes, I heard Sidon and Mondo were among them. All the more reason to do our job as Harriers and end this threat.
That's my sensei.
Damn straight. But what are you doing here, son?
Licking my wounds after getting pummeled by that same beast, Sensei.
Shout at Reggie for running away yet again. Tell Reggie to keep his chin up.
That's mighty kind of you. I wish the people on my team felt that way.
Full of mercy as usual. You're on the path of the Buddha, friend. Now tell us about this creature. How did the fight go?
It wiped us out in one blow. And not to brag, but I've been around the block once or twice as a curator, but I swear, I've never seen anything like it. That thing is a monster.
Then we've got something to look forward to. We've been fighting nothing but Xenos lately, and I'm sick of it. The classic test of strength sounds perfect. Man against beast.
I'll forward the coordinates where we fought it to your comm device. I know you can handle anything, Sensei. But this thing has sent several Harriers straight to the maintenance center. Please, be careful.
Worry not. We'll have you avenged in no time. Let's send this beast to Nirvana, friend. We ride!
A number of Pathfinders have been attacked by a particularly aggressive indigen. Team up with Bose to defeat it. Affinity level 3. Yep, that's what I thought. So we're gonna need to do slight preparation first. Because if this is where I think it is, it involves going into a lava-filled cave. And it's much easier to fight this thing on the ground. So for that, we're gonna need some augments. Actually, let's build the augments first. It's like, we should have some uranium in our inventory by this point. Terrain damage reducer. Reduces terrain damage by a percentage. Reduces terrain damage by 100%. You need Fluffy Tufts and Marine Rutile. And if I got an a slot on here, I shouldn't have to get one from L's shop. Yeah, I'll put a slot on there. I got the Moranium for it.
This for friends years only. Yep. Get this.
easy.
And then just to make sure this works, I'm not going to deposit any of that until we're done with this mission, and I'm also not saving until we're done either. This is going to be my test run of sorts to double check that this still works in this version. Yep, we can just... I mean, the rest of them are gonna die, but Temenos can just walk in the lava and take absolutely no damage. This is one of the most useful augments in this entire game. Use it for the love of everything. Especially in Kaldros. Of course, lava's not the only thing it works on. You can also go in that phosphorus stuff. No damage! It's a miracle! Equip some augments today! Visit L's shop for more details. Alright, so with the demo out of the way, let's actually go fight this thing. Into the cave!
Oh, are you Blades?
Who are you?
I am Prone of Tree Clan. I am no enemy.
Well, then why are you here?
Ganglion took my family, holding them prisoner up ahead. Please, stop them. Save my family before they die.
Sorry, we're in the middle of a job. Go ask your Xeno friends for help. Let's move out. Looking at this thing just dredges up memories of Clarissa. Let's go hunt the monster we came for, and reclaim the good name of the Harriers.
Insist you help the prone, ignore the prone, and move on. Have you learned nothing?
Did you forget the sound of Clarissa's screams when she was killed in cold blood? All prone share responsibility for this act, no matter which clan they claim. And yet you want me to help this thing? You wish me to hold back my anger? To forego my hatred?
Celica's like, yes, please!
I understand. Allowing the Ganglion to kill again would put me on equal footing with them.
Thank you. Ganglion are camping just ahead. Please hurry. Please hurry and...
Huh? What's this light?
How? How do mere humans possess a jamming device of this magnitude?
This. It's the transmitter that man on rescue gave us.
Curse those meddling little worms and their blasted technology.
Cursed Defidians!
My perfect performance and my precious time.
Ask the stranger who she is and what she wants. Ask what the heck just happened.
It was your doing, not mine. The work of that miserable little man-on toy you carried. But no matter. Now that the performance is over, the curtain shall drop on you. Welcome your death, primitives. No man-on trinket can save you from the painful end that awaits!
Come on, you and me.
Time to fight Stalio.
Furious blast! Don't get a chance to rest!
Hold my ground.
Tornado Blade! Rising Blade! Executioner! Tornado Blade! Tornado Blade! Tornado Blade! Target neutralized. Returning to standby.
What just happened? Did that Manon save our lives with this? It matters not now. Let's focus on the mission. I won't allow myself to be distracted because of some Xeno.
It's like, it'd be nice if you could show just a little more gratitude, Bose. Slap. Yeah, you'll see very quickly why I recommend having the reducer because, or the terrain damage reducer, because so much lava, and to get over there involves a crap ton of platforming. If you miss, you could die in like 5 to 10 seconds. And even once you get over there, you might fall in the lava anyways. See, you fall in the lava, no problem. Yeah, here's the thing in question. Now we can just fight this thing, we don't have to worry about platforming.
Now get in there! Rising! Melee attacks next! Tornado Blade! Offensive stance! True Stream Edge! We're in a good position. Move in!
Especially since this thing is level 46.
Tornado Blade! Just topple them with gunfire.
This was one of those things back in the day I had to find out because there were hardly any resources on how to do this. So this is my PSA to everybody of like, this is how you do the quest. Or at least how you do it without it being a massive pain in the butt.
Let's do this. We're in a good position. Move in. Offensive stance. Tornado Blade. True Stream Edge. If we can just topple them with gunfire.
Yep, and there we go. It is now dead.
Namo Abitabaya. That monster put up a respectable fight. We had our share of detours, but the job is done. Let's head back and give Eleanor our report.
Off we go. But yeah, that's the case for any tyrant or thing you want to fight that's adjacent to lava or another hazardous material. Just have those things on there and make the max, or the highest level one, because guaranteed your character will not take terrain damage.
Welcome back. How did the mission go?
Well, we were ambushed by a strange Xeno, but a gift from an even stranger one somehow saved us. I can't tell whether to feel thankful or curse the lot of them. Well, what's your take on all this?
Insist you owe the man on your lives. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, be grateful, you piece of crap.
That's the sort of debt a man cannot easily repay. His kind are different from the Xenos who attacked Earth. Perhaps I'd lost sight of that. It seems hate was the only thing I had to fill the void in my heart. I've been a fool. And I've failed as a sensei.
This isn't like
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just like,
If anyone else said that,
I was gonna say, the
we'd
man
shout at
on
them
are
until
just
their irons
delightful.
peeled back.
Why?
Sensei, you're back, safe and sound.
I've been looking for you. I have a message from a Manon named Jejeba.
A message?
He wanted to know if you were all right. Something about a device responding?
Pizza!
He seemed really worried. Got me rattled just listening to him.
We barely met, and he cared that much.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, like he was not in the original.
I feel like I finally found Satori thanks to that Manon.
You found what?
Satori. Enlightenment. I realized
Pizza!
I've been hiding behind my friends' deaths. I'm sorry, Reggie. All this time I've been lecturing you when I was no better.
No problem? I'm just really glad you're okay. Jajeba will be too.
I'm glad to hear it. Maybe I'll bring him a Buddha statue from my collection as a little thank you gift.
It sounds like you found some real clarity, Sensei. I expect even greater things from you two going forward. But for today, you've earned this reward.
You repelled the xenoforms using a Manon device and defeated the Indigen. Bose seems to have opened his mind a little. I hope, like, more than a little. You learned Slayonette. Yeah, basically, this is one of those quests where what you do or don't do has repercussions later down the line. If you don't save Jajeba, you'll get tricked by the Definian and the fight will be a lot more difficult. I know, it just, like, comes out of nowhere. It's like, what? Because, yeah, it's like the other couple, it's just like, oh yeah, you get Yelv, who's Yelv, and then you get Alexa, who's, like, really obsessed with Skells, and then you get HP, who's just HP in all his glory, and then you get Pose. Yeah, and of course, I can't really talk about Yelv too much, because otherwise it goes deep into spoiler territory. At least not until we're done with this affinity quest.
Careful.
Alright, let's go drop off the rest of this now that we're done with that. And it's like, after that whole situation, it almost feels dirty giving Granada this Moranium, but oh gosh. Yeah, I was gonna say, so much money. Especially now that we're making like 135,000 credits a pop now. Alright, what to do next? So basically, in order to do Tobias's second quest, you have to do 130,000 credits in a single return. One thing I recommend doing, you don't have to do the exact layout I did, but basically any section, especially if it's got 2 unexplored territories, put as high a research probes on those suckers as possible. And what really gave me all the money is putting a bunch of booster probes adjacent to these level 6s. Just doing this gave me like 30 to 40,000 extra credits. And this is only one high-level research probe. And then the other thing I recommend doing is getting all the data probes installed, because then you got more places to do this. Like, I pulled this off without even having enough probes to fill out the map. So, I mean, it's definitely doable, but yeah, like, the key is these booster probes. Yeah, and that's the other thing, is you gotta find the probes to even pull this off, because, like, I mean, at the minimum, you need at least one of the level 6s, but preferably several of them. It also does involve some strategy, because the first one's 70,000 credits, and then they almost double it on the second one. So you kind of have to, like, uninstall a bunch of stuff you might have just placed just to have something as a placeholder. You almost have to, like, well, and I guess part of it, too, is you have to have the funds to even do that in the first place, because if you don't have money, you can't take out probes and put in more probes. So you have to wait until you accumulate funds a bit, then remove stuff, and then rearrange it accordingly so that it reaches the appropriate totals. Wow, he is that close to level 48, my gosh. Alright, so with that, I think that's all the affinity quests I can do pre-Chapter 10, so then it's going to be doing the regular side quests, of which there are many. Yeah, we're doing this one last because this involves going to a bunch of different random citizens around the city collecting trading cards, which is going to take a bit. And then there's getting all the lobsters now that we've got the scale, although I don't think we can do all of them until after Chapter 10. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to bother right now. I saw a massive xenoform doing hard labor in the industrial district. There was a cute girl right beside him, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from him. Well, obviously, if you devulcanize something like that, you're gonna hurt yourself. And we have a lot of collection work left. What are we gonna do about this mess? Ask if the xenoform needs help. Demand to know what the suspicious xenoform is doing here. I'm flattered you would ask. So many of you humans really are kind. We Zabaragan are beginning a new initiative concerning the city's Voltons. Your kind discards it as unnecessary, but it's the source of life for us. This is why we began a collection service. All was going well until my friend decided to devulcanize something called the hamburger from the restaurant. I'm afraid he's out cold. His own fault, really. Even an idiot knows that everything but Volton's swimming with impurities. Now I'm responsible for collecting more Volton from the people here than I could possibly get by myself. Such a bother. Yes, I've done it 6 times, and I've done the lobster quest 6 times. I mean, to be fair, it's way easier than, you know, getting all 1900 Korok seeds in the Breath of the Wild duology. Still way easier than that. I was just trying to figure out a plan when you arrived. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help. As a resident, you know the city well. With your help, I could be done in no time. I'd really like to make this new initiative succeed, and working together with you would make it even better. Help with Volton recovery work. Dubious operation. You must speak with a doctor named Jeffrey, a recycling operator named Graham, and a Manon named Zephyr. Please gather Volton from all 3 of them. Oh, and be careful while handling it. Volton to you is what that hamburger was to my dumb unconscious friend. Express gratitude for Shiratan's deposing of the dangerous substance. Ask him if it's safe to be lugging Volton around. No cause for worry. I'd be happy to fix any minor Volton contamination you suffer. Once you have all 3 loads, please hurry back with them. Time to go collect radiation waste. Yippee! It's raining again! No!
Am I right? I've been waiting.
Are you here to pick up the fuel cell for the Zabaragan? Oh, thank heavens. I bought a curious alien machine from a blade but got more than I bargained for. The way the fuel cell powering it is designed, one little slip and the whole neighborhood would become uninhabitable. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. Here you are. Do handle it carefully now. Oh, and do you know a blade by the name of Roselle? She's been asking around Sheraton and the Zabaragan. She's rather persistent. And when she left, she told me to call her the next time I had something I didn't know how to dispose of. Handed me a business card and everything. Asked to hear more. Asked Graham if he'll start going to her instead of Sheraton. She asked me how many people the Zabaragan were gathering these sorts of waste materials from. Things like that. She was also extremely eager to know how they possessed the stuff. But I found her to be suspicious as all get out, so I didn't tell her a thing. You're headed to see Sheraton. Tell her to watch out for that Roselle woman. I have no idea who she is or what she's up to. My guts tell me it isn't good. To the Manon ship!
Anyway.
Hello, are you the human delivering the shipment to Sheraton? I'm very glad to see you. Things are a bit interesting right now. See, I was developing a new weapon, but I accidentally wound up with an extra lethal poison bomb. Chemistry, am I right? I have no use for it, but it's not really the sort of thing I can just put in the recycling, you know? I was really in quite the bind. Life's so much easier since Sheraton and his friends started collecting the stuff, don't you think? Inquire as to why Stefan isn't selling his bomb if it's so powerful. Ask about his waste disposal service. You humans seem so interested in the Zabaraga. I mean, I literally was the one who saved them, so... A woman named Roselle asked me about them a little while ago, you know? And I sent her on her way. I think maybe it's best if curious humans get answers directly from the source. In any case, please ask Sheraton to go destroy this bomb for me, okay? Here you go. I'm so grateful. So, see you around, perhaps. Like, seriously, Alex, you monster! Like, this thing is delightful! How could you do this to these people? It's saddening! You butthole! Look at all these happy people! Screw you, Alex. Time to go collect more waste. Blast, Sheraton's running late and I need to get the stuff dealt with soon. Tell Jeff you're here in Sheraton's stead or ask what he's trying to offload. Ah, perfect. The cold storage facility's nearly overflowing with used test samples and all kinds of other nasty things. I'm quite eager to get it disposed of, so here, take this capsule. Oh, and you're sure the Zabaragan can purify all this toxic material? Even the Manon can't do that, and they possess all manner of advanced tech. I'm sure Jeffrey, the Zabaragan, will do his promise, mumble something about how you're probably sure. If so, that's some ability. I'd be curious to watch them at work sometime. I'll finish up a few things here, then pay Sheraton a visit and see this devoltanizing thing firsthand. You say he's by Rosmos? Oh, excellent. I'll go look for him.
Hear me out.
Wait, you're Sheraton's helper, right? The terrible news, he's been kidnapped. I came here hoping to get a chance to watch him do his devoltanizing thing. But when I arrived, he was arguing with a very suspicious woman. Then all of a sudden, she threw him into a trailer and drove out of the city. Find out what Jeff knows about the woman, inquire as to what they were arguing about. Not much, although I've seen her in the administrative district a few times. I think she's a blade. Look for a woman with silver hair wearing a Skell pilot suit. The trailer headed out the east gate and kept cutting east across Primordia. A crazy stunt like this could undermine the relationship we've managed to build with the Zarubagan. Can you head out into Primordia and help Sheraton? Time to go rescue a Zarubagan. Also, how she managed to chuck that guy into a trailer, I don't know. I mean, without lackeys, I don't know, because those things look like they're built like a truck. This is amazing! It's just like they said. Poisons, pollutants, toxic wastes, all gone, just poof. The business applications are simply massive. You could forget about me working another day as a blade, I'll tell you that much. You in the same line of work? Or are you here on some search mission? Well, I got a surveying this place covered, so you can hurry up and move along now. Ask Roselle why she kidnapped Shiraton, attempt to capture Roselle, and rescue Shiraton. Aw, darn, I thought I'd have more time before anyone caught up to me. Even so, this doesn't change anything. I'm not letting a chance like this slip away. So if you plan on standing in my way, I'll take care of you here and now. Looks like I was right to bring the old girl with me. Let's go, Gold Courage!
Crap, looks like they saw us.
We need strength to see this
Offensive
through.
Thank you. Cruise, blast! Ghost Walker! Magnum Burning Furious Blast! Rising Blade! You're a big target. Just concentrate your fire. Tornado Blade! Cruise Dream Edge!
And down. Unreal, you scrapped my gold courage. Do you have any idea how much money I sank into customizing her? Zzz. Phew! Devoltonization complete. Zzz. Is something wrong? What is everyone doing here? Ah, you've come with the Volton you collected for me. Oh, this is excellent sampling, just lovely, Zzz. And it's nice of you to bring it all this way. Thank you so much. I was gonna say, I'm just like, who's ripping you off? What's that? You came to rescue me from Roselle? A kidnapping? No, there's no kidnapping here. Perish the thought. Sure, we've had a bit of a misunderstanding at the start, but no, everything's fine. She treated me to a huge supply of excellent Voltant. It was really most generous of her. No, Roselle's a dear friend. Man, what a space cadet. So, you heard the guy. No kidnapping here. Think we could pretend this thing never happened? I'm sorry for attacking you out of nowhere like that. It was totally my bad. Look, I'll even let you on a piece of the jackpot if you forget, okay? So we have a deal? Please? Tell Roselle it depends on what the jackpot is. Tell Roselle you're reporting her to Blade on charges of kidnapping. I guess this is where the ride ends. Alright, fine. At least let me turn myself in. It'll help lighten my sentence a bit. I was so close I could taste it. Using these guys to build a company making fat stacks. I would have had a harem of guys clamoring for my affections. Man, this sucks. Has there been some problem here? I suppose you humans have your own share of troubles. In any case, this new initiative's off to a great start. New NLA is a lot of Volton to give, and I am here to be there to devoltonize the lot of it. Thanks for your cooperation. I'm gonna head back to the city. Maybe see you there. You reported Roselle's crime to HQ and protected Shiraton. It's like, I don't care if it's food, you're getting paid for this work.
I can't let this new strength distract me.
Level 48. 4/5 the way to the max level. Pardon me, but I have a question. I've heard that blades are split amongst a number of different divisions, so that if I needed help searching for someone, which division would be best to ask? The missing are not human if it matters. Tell Horu Naldaron that the mediators handle alien-related problems. Tell him that Frontier Nav searchers are a Pathfinder specialty. The mediators, I see. With their experience in resolving conflicts amongst racial lines, they should be more than qualified. Thank you. You sound quite knowledgeable. Why don't you be a blade operative yourself? If you wouldn't mind, could I have a moment of your time? I'm looking for a trailer that headed out to Primordia to dig up Volton. Another Zarubaga named Foscaron was driving it. He's young. A little airheaded, to be honest. This is his first expeditions. I told him to check periodically the status reports, but I've not heard a thing. I assume he's fine, but accidents do happen. Is there any way I could convince you to check on him? Foscaron dropped out of contact while searching for Volton in Primordia. Locate and check in on him. Thank you. The success of this expedition could have a large influence on our Volton stores. As such, it's more about, more than just Foscaron's safety. It actually affects all Zarubogans, so I'm quite grateful for your help. Foscaron's excavation site was North Point Beach in Primordia. I suggest starting your search there. To the beach! I am asleep. Wake him up from his nap in the trailer, let him sleep. Wake the heck up! I have the strangest sensation. I was telling someone about how I was trying to sleep. Was that a dream? Is that what dreams are? This is my first one. How very human of me. And what is it you're doing here? Vigil Forpexes wander this area, so it's not a sort of place where you just want to be standing around. There, for instance, take a look to the left. Will you be fighting them now? Good luck, I'll be cheering you from inside the car. While I go sleep for 5 more minutes.
Come on, you and me.
Use melee attacks.
I'm coming down. Now cripple them.
Offensive stance.
Absorb us.
I'm going on the offensive.
Bring on.
Tornado blade. Extreme edge. Step in and drive it back.
And done. Forfix Smasher. Alright, we killed him. Well, that was rather impressive. I feel wide awake after watching that display. So once again, what is it you're doing here? Just wandering the land, beating up indigents in order to quell your violent urges? Nod grimly, tell him you were sent to help. That was an attempt at deadpan humor you humans are so fond of. Do not, as your kind say, leave me hanging here. So what, did Horonaldon send you to monitor me? Now that I think of it, he did tell me to report in with every detail, but I didn't think it was really necessary, so I haven't bothered. What was I doing here? Well, I had acquired some exceptionally potent Voltons, so I was treating myself to a rest. Alright, if you're in such a hurry, I'll set out. That Horonaldon is such a worrier. Ah, the one from Primoria. Lately I've been working to master the concept of the human metaphor. Might you have a moment to chat with me? Stay put and hear him out. Say you're busy at the moment. Wonderful! Ronaldo's running around to panic and won't listen to me. Let's say that, metaphorically speaking, a human in a black mask suddenly jumped in front of the trailer I was driving. He then metaphorically told me he was planning to use the Volton we gathered to destroy NLA. Finally, that clearly volatile human metaphorically drove off in the trailer, which contains Volton strong enough to knock humans out in just one whip. Is that bad? Metaphorically, of course. Tell him it'd be very bad, metaphorically. Tell him that's not how metaphors work. I mean, you mean hypothetically. So explaining what actually happened to me in real life does not count as a metaphor. I see. Human conversation's a tricky thing. In any case, that concludes my chat. Yeah, so we still needed to figure out how to deal with the stolen Volton problem. Because if, for example, that Volton was scattered about the city, many of its residents would die. And that would be a most tragic scene. Yes, that one was totally metaphor. Sum up your patience and keep listening, stop hearing him and talk to him instead. Apologies, he's always in the way, I'm afraid. I don't blame you in the least for being fed up with it. But yes, I'll gather some people and begin searching for the culprits. Oh, you sound so determined. But if we're gathering people, why not see what Pierce has to say? He's probably the blade closest to a Zaru Boggin, so maybe he'll have a hint for us. Though if the stolen Volton was already spread around, the sort of inquiry trying to put the bullet back in the gun. Metaphorically speaking, of course. I'm sorry, I promise to repay the debt soon. For now, please help us stop this from happening. It appears we might have a crisis on our hands. Metaphorically. It's not actually a metaphor, just buying into the running joke of this quest. Gosh, imagine that Zaru Boggin and Elle having a conversation. I think people's brains would explode.
Great.
Who in their right mind would pull a prank like this when everyone's banding together just to get by? I don't know who it is, but they got some serious poor-tasted jokes. Ask what pranks Pierce is talking about, tell him about the stolen Voltons. Wait, what? Someone stole it from the Zaru Boggin? Are you serious? You just connected two dots I really didn't want to see connected. Sorry, so Crackpot, calling themselves the Light of Judgment, sent a warning to Blade headquarters. Said they were gonna kill everyone in NLA and blah-de-blah blah. It was such an overblown threat, I figured it had to be a prank, but now... damn it, looks like we got an actual terrorist on our hands. What's that? You're searching for whoever's behind this? Here then, take a listen to the threat they sent. Maybe it'll give you something to go off of. I stand now in the headwaters of all life. I invite all incompetent blades to come find me. If you fail, final judgment will be passed on and NLA will become a city of the dead. This guy's clearly out of his freaking gourd. Still, we're in a race against time. Let's split up and search. Headwaters of all life. What the hell does that even mean? No! I've become a metaphorical god! The time is nigh to cleanse these filthy clockwork lives with holy Voltons. And now, okay, come on, you can do this. Just dump the stuff in the reservoir already. You can do this. Step in and prevent the voltage spillage. Hold back and see what happens. What the heck are you doing? What are you doing here? Oh, I see, you figured out the message I sent. Seems some blades aren't total idiots after all. So be it. This is my grand show, and what's a show without a metaphorical audience? Now watching horror as I throw the Voltant in. Then all the fakes in the city can drink it and go to hell in a writhing dance of purest agony. Insist that Homer stop, try to call... dude, dude, chill. Chill. No, you're a lot more reasonable than I thought you would be. Perhaps I'll explain my grand philosophy before I end NLA. It's this body. I refuse to accept this mimeosome. The moment we forsake our God-given bodies, we stop being human and become nothing more than a metaphorical husk. You see that, don't you? Living like this, it's heresy. Say you concur with Homer's opinion, reject Homer's opinion. Dude, you consented to being a mimeosome! But how can you be sure of yourself? How can you think of yourself as human when your body's made of the same stuff as a soulless robot? Yeah, it's like you think anyone who was not okay with the idea would have just been like... I mean, I guess to be fair, it's kind of like the... Or I guess I can understand, like, they want to live. But on the flip side, it's like, you could have just stayed in stasis, I'm just saying. Every day I'd panic, but everyone else just went about their business like nothing was different. It made me so mad. What is a soul anyway? If it ever existed, it certainly doesn't have, it's not in robots, and without flesh or blood, we have no way of proving we're human. These fakes can deceive them all they like, but they'll never be real humans. And neither will we, so we should all just give up and end it. Let's use this Voltant to end the pain, or I'll do it for them. Concur with his conclusion, reject his conclusion. Dude, you consented to this! Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they can all, well, actually, has it ever been established that they can go to the bathroom? I'm pretty sure they can, I've never seen toilets around, so I don't actually know the answer to that question. I knew you tried to stop me. You're one of them, one of those unfeeling ones. I'll do it, I have to, I'm totally doing it. I'm doing it, I'm throwing it in, I'm throwing it in! Die! One after the next, I'll watch you all drop like metaphorical flies! Why is there Voltant in the air? Zzz. Feeling a bit out of sorts. I think a quick bit of devoltanizing before my nap is just what the metaphorical doctor ordered. Exactly. Ah, now that is satisfying. As if my stomach is metaphorically full. What are you doing out here, Temenos? Tell Foscaron about how you were taking Homer down. Ask what he's doing here. Homer Ronaldon's complaining was far too loud, so I had to come out here for a nap. Oh, but please keep that between us. Well, lovely to see you. Take care. Ha 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 ha. So the same Zarubagan idiot that handed over the Voltant without question just ruined everything? Wow, I don't even care anymore about anything. I guess I'll head back to the city and, turn myself in or whatever. I know, it's... First time I saw that, I laughed so hard. Just like, wait a minute, what? More so about the payoff of just the fact that he just unintentionally resolved our problems. And that's why I stopped giving that one Zarubagan crap, because I'm just like, okay, it was unintentional, but you did save a lot of people.
How is it going?
Well, Temenos, how did it go? Did you find any clues about the culprit? Bzz. And Phoscarum is settling down for a nap, so the culprit threw the Volton, and then Phoscarin devoltonized the lot of it? Bzz. I never known what purpose Golbaga could possibly have for someone like him, but for a brief second I felt like I finally understood. He's almost a miraculous apathy, Bzz. The sort of laziness which is able to overpower even the direst of threats. Nod and say he might be right, and adamantly deny his assertion. You know what, I've seen weirder stuff happen. Perhaps I need to learn to be more like him. Never thought I would say that. Psst. In any case, thank you. I'm relieved that this was resolved without causing any trouble for the city. This is a sign of my gratitude for saving the city and Zarubagan Bolt. Psst. Thank you, brave Blade. Bolton was discarded into the reservoir, but thanks to Phoscarin, no permanent damage was done. Quest complete. Ready at level 4 affinity with Celica.
Hey.
Lend us your help.
It is you! Monu Satos from Ganglion! I saw it myself. You fought like fierce Valdeo. I have much respect for you. So you're best one to decide. I can't ask Liana because she has too many opinions. Heptana or Iliana? Who will be my mate? Ask Dimar if it's really alright for you to decide. Explain you aren't comfortable choosing someone's spouse. I mean, I know I'm a cleric, dude, but is this okay? You are a brave warrior with keen judgment. I know you will choose wisely. My grandfather is old. I want to celebrate marriage with him, but his remaining days are few. Decision can't wait. I ask for your help. You decided to help the indecisive prone choose a wife. Good, there are 2 women I bear feelings for. You must choose my mate. First is Heptana Loger. She is skilled hunter. Strong of will and body, stronger than most men. She has bright and direct nature. She would make wonderful mother. Second is Inara Speaker. She is talented weaver, or domestic in nature. Dearmere women are rare among Prone. I find her dear. Both are women to treasure, but you must choose one. Temenos, what are you doing? The power of the sacred flame has chosen, you! So, Hepta, haha, do you prefer a strong-willed mate of your own? I mean, there is Throne. She would send even Ganglion running. I feel most assured at her side. Make no mistake, I would also fight. Oh yeah, they're both wholesome in their own way. But good, I will let Heptana, will you inform her? She's hunting in Westgate, Plain, and Primordia. I'll also hunt. I must gather items to make Horn Ring and Betrothal. This will seal the marriage. May the sacred flame guide you, or something like that. Square dash apprentice, oh my gosh. Damn, my legs are numb. I wanted to hunt Feast of Imploaf and meat for Namard. And how they feast on me instead. Earth alien here. This place is home to imp Lophids. Leave before you're found, Earth alien. Assist Heptana. Tell Heptana that Namard wished to marry her. Thank you, Earth alien. My man needs support. I must return to him. He lacks your bravery. You'd be lost without me. What? Namard sent you here? He wishes to be my mate? Heh, all more reason I can't end day as food for imp Lophids. One of them's returned. We must defeat it. I must live to see Namard's face again. So yeah, the two options is also the most difficult one because, like, either fight a thing or you gather some crap.
Offensive stance! Offensive stance! And going on the offensive! Tornado blade! Rising blade! We're in a good position. Move in! Furious blast! Incendiary edge!
And dead.
Dangerous. Target neutralized. Returning to standby.
Thank you. Had you not come, I'd be meal for imp Lophids. My legs are fine now. I could walk home. But marriage, what do you think of Namard, Earth alien? Give Heptana a good impression, give him a critical impression. You have keen eye for men. Namard's unreliable in everyday life, but he faces challenge in time of crisis. When Ganglion captured us, they almost hurt me. But Namard charged them. They were armed. He was not. He didn't hesitate. They beat him badly. I was sure he would die. But he smiled, said his injuries were nothing. I must be at his side. I must keep him out of trouble. I will be his mate. Rite of marriage will happen when I return. You must attend as my guest.
Hey.
Party time! Party time! Gosh, I've seen those clips of that one Titanic movie too much. Gosh darn it. We're short on this, short on that. We don't have enough to hold proper Prone wedding. Prone men are drunk before rite of marriage begins. I should beat them into helping, but they're more nuisance than help. Oh, you are Temenos. You brought bride and groom together. I thank you. My younger brother Namard needed help. Help to win fine woman like Heptana. Tell Duna it couldn't have happened without you. Say it's due to his kindness. I'm pleased to hear it. Prone value strength above all else. Kindness seldom earns praise. So, will you help me prepare for rite of marriage? We need tough humpsticks for feast. Everyone else is too drunk to help. I will finish rest of preparations while you find meat. As much as I tease, I love my brother. I want his wedding to be perfect. How did you get them so quickly? Magic! Ah, Temenos. Everyone is terrible. My younger brother marries before me. Now rest of clan call me Spinster. I will quiet them when I find Prode man who can slay Mondos with single blow. Try to cheer her up, change the subject by telling Duna that you have what she asked for. You are kind, also strong. I wish I knew prone man like you, but none exist. Mother said don't be picky, yet I will not be made of disappointing man. Enough, I talk too much. Makes my mind foggy. I asked you to get something, yes? Ah, sorry, I forget I sent you to hunt meat. Older guests getting drunk, so we start rite of marriage early. Thanks to your hunting, wedding is ready too. Oh, so this is famous Temenos. You are fine hero for Earth alien. I am Galba Visago. I am victor of 1,000 battles. I was strongest warrior on Tormion. Aliens sing and dance at weddings, but prone are born to fight. Let us mark special day with glorious battle. You and I will trade blows until we cannot stand. Galba's drunk, also restless. He hasn't fought since coming to Mira. Leave old man be. We have meat. We can begin rite of marriage. Avoid fighting Galba as Duna suggests. Accept his challenge. You're on. Ho ho, you have bravery of my namesake, Visago. I will show you my strength. Strength that felled 30 Cavern Clan dogs in one battle. Meet me in Primordia, on plains northeast of Sayrim Lake. We will give it all to fight. She's like, oh, for Pete's sake. Old man is hopeless. You must go lay him flat, then drag him back. Earth alien, when did you get giant plane? Like, an hour ago. Holy gosh! Earth aliens are awesome. Fresh air cleared my head of drink. I am ready. Are you? Nod and drop into a combat stance or explain that you need a bit more time. You're on. And let us fight. May Namard's marriage know glory and good cheer.
We need strength to see
Offensive stance.
Lend us power.
I'll get the most out of this.
Furious Flash! Nailed. Now cripple him! Absorb us!
I owe you. Tornado Blade! Magnum Edge! Tornado Blade! True Stream Edge! Up! Now it's your turn! Rising Blade! Game set.
Problems?
You are strong. Very strong. It's been long since I enjoyed such challenge. You remind me of how it felt in the march into battle. I dodged bullets, pierced enemy lines, toppled generals, all to defend my clan. But I wasn't able to save my family from Cavern Clan. Not all of them. I lost my wife, daughter, son. Now only Bausis remains. With each loss, I swore to grow stronger, to hone my edge, protect what remained, but in the end, I could not defeat Ganglion. I hope Namard finds strength that he needs. Strength to protect his family. Strength like yours, Temenos. They'll be waiting to begin rite of marriage. I should return.
Hey.
You return! We have awaited you. Heptana and I are able to marry. It's thanks to you. Please honor us. Speak words as we begin rite of marriage. Please do. I'm happy now because you saved me. I would have died otherwise. Speeches are hard, we know this. Please show us path forward. Show us your wisdom. Do not overthink it. I have much growing left. I need only a bit of stern guidance. Tell Namard to become strong enough to protect his family. Tell him he's fine as he is. Uncle Galba said same thing. You are a true warrior. I understand. I will train. I will grow strong. I'll protect Heptana from Ganglead and Cavern Clan. Now, my Heptana, accept this horn ring and betrothal. You gave me strength to hunt Zephinius, strength to claim Horn. This is all I can give. I love you, my mate. I have no more words. Namard, I'm so happy. You give love to unwomanly woman. Thank you. Your happy tears are jewels on face. You define what true woman can be. Thank you for having me. We are well and truly wed. Crone stands by one who grants Hornring a betrothal until parted by death. Grandfather Ald shed happy tears this day as well. Thank you, Temenos. I will make her happy for all my days. Namard married a fierce prone, pleasing Ald Bogazis. The entire Manonship will likely be festive. Now give me the booze! Temenos, no! Let me have this, darn it! I haven't had anything to drink since Fry and I got wasted that last night. Okay, fine, just the one night. Yippee! Cue the montage! That was awesome! Please never do that again, Temenos. No promises! Ah! Oh, my head hurts. Alright, so then the plan at this point will be to view Celica's heart-to-hearts that are available, and then we'll wrap up for the session.
Here's a story for you. Good day.
Good day to you, Temenos. Have you come to check on us? Rock is a job and we're able to live at peace here in NLA. We owe all these blessings to you. I don't know how to thank you for all that you've done. Answer it's all due to Celica's hard work, credit Rock's courage for this outcome, say you also can't comprehend how truly awesome you are. Dear me, no, that is most kind, but well, I'm afraid there's precious little I'm capable of accomplishing by myself. It's thanks to all of you I'm able to function as a member of this fair city. Until now, I've lived lives of fear and stress, ever on the run from Samar. I'd assumed we were doomed to a most miserable type of existence. Never occurred to me that Rock could make friends with others and be so happy. Being able to live in this fair city has done much to put my own heart at ease. I'm so very glad we met back in Noctilum. I shall hold these feelings of gratitude close until the day I can say I've repaid my fellow citizens of NLA. And I know that Rock feels the same. I hope you'll bear us while we work to settle our debt to you. We completed this fair city. Okay, so then Boze's doesn't show up until after you're done with his affinity quest. Hello, Temenos. I've been struggling with something lately. A number of xenoforms have started coming to hear my sermons. Until now, my disciples have tended to come and go, so I've never had such a large group with whom to share the wisdom of the Buddha. And while I'm happy for that, I've noticed the crowd bursting into laughter at various points. Various inappropriate points. When I use a Zen Buddhist kots to scold them into a desire for self-improvement, they laugh at that too. In my younger years, I'd just shoot them away. But age and experience have made me reluctant to exclude away from the teachings of the Buddha. Instead, I've been trying to find a way to get them to listen more to my sermons. After all, an opportunity to share the teachings of the Buddha throughout the universe should not be ignored. With this in mind, I've prepared 3 sermons which I might have intergalactic appeal. Which of these do you think I should use? An amusing homily about the joys of eating, a fiery sermon about the dangers of prejudice, talk of the festivals offering food. You prefer that one, interesting. Have you heard of cicadas? They're insects that emerge into a world as mature adults then die off within the month. People often talk about their lives as fleeting things, but in truth they live underground for many years before we humans ever notice them. That's an allegory for how people can be deceived by their perceptions, and I think a very relevant example for NLA. Help teach both humans and xenoforms alike how to understand each other without being led astray by their prejudices. Right then, I suppose I should get started. I trust you'll be in attendance? 3 hours later... I'm glad I saw your advice on this. Thank you for your counsel. We'll have to go over additional future sermon topics when we have more time to talk. You completed Worldly Desire. Good day to you, Temenos. Rock and I were just relaxing here at the park. While there's little greenery, it's still enough to calm my nerves. My home planet was a lush and verdant paradise that was full of trees. I suppose being here reminds me of home, if only a little. Tell me about this Earth from which you people hail. What was it like? Say you've seen pictures of both gorgeous natural areas and impressive industrial ones. Say you've read its natural beauty was gradually destroyed by industry and greed. Explain that the surface was 30% in land and 70% water. Interesting. It sounds like Primordia. After all, Primordia is lush and green, but also has a large city built on it. If nature and industry are able to coexist on Earth, it must have been a wonderful place. If it were somehow possible for me to visit, I'd love to see it and see its sights. Although I worried that Rock wouldn't have had a place to sleep. You completed Park Patrol.
Hear me out.
Here?
Good day.
Good day to you, Temenos. Are you doing some shopping? Rock and I have some time off, so we decided to explore the commercial district. Are there any shops here that you would recommend? Ones that don't sell food, preferably. Rock is quite an appetite, so it makes more sense for us to prepare food at home. Recommend visiting a boutique. Recommend they visit Elle's shop. Recommend they pop into the toy store. That sounds like fun. I don't think I've ever seen any human toys before. But there aren't any children in NLA, are they? So I suppose these toys are made for adults. Or perhaps they're for the no fun and man customers. Well, I'm quite curious to find out. I was gonna say, I'm just like, that's one of those bits of dialogue that definitely flew over my head the first time I read that. I'm quite curious to find that out for myself. I do hope to be something that Rock and I can enjoy together. We shall go pay this toy shop a visit right now. Could you point us to the right direction? Direct Celica to North Founder Street, direct Celica to Melville Street. North Founder Street, I understand. Thank you so much. You completed spending time. I'm assuming it's innocent toys, but it's got that connotation to it. And we got max affinity with Celica. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, there's just certain things, like, you hope they put that stuff in because they don't know how long it would take to establish things, but also that, yeah, it's kind of a dangerous line because it's like, Lynn, whatever you do, don't go in here. I don't care how many centuries have passed, don't go in here. Just confirming we got the cat equipped. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I know canonically Cross could also be, yeah, like you said, a child.
Yep, and get this.
Yeah, I know. What a surprise to cross paths with you here, Taminos. Hope you're doing well. Ask Celica where Rock is, ask if she's been petting the cat. I most certainly have. I was exploring the commercial district when I happened upon this cat. It was so cute I couldn't help but follow it. That led me to here. The craftsmanship on this cat is truly exceptional. I couldn't believe it when Lynn told me it was artificial. It appears completely real to the eye as well as touch. It's just as moody and mischievous as a live cat. Ask if there were cats on Celica's world, boast that cats an exemplar of human ingenuity. Yes, just as we look slightly different from you humans, so did our cats differ slightly from yours. It's certainly a stunning and mysterious coincidence. Our worlds are so far apart, as you know. Yet there's home to two species as similar as yours and mine, as well as two cute cat-like species. You completed Cat in the Cradle. Yeah, hopefully. Gosh, I'm just imagining that conversation with, like, Shosag a lot initially. Just like, oh yeah, what should we build in the city? Toy store. Okay, how horny are you guys? I didn't mean it like that. I know exactly what you meant. Alright, Nagi, I meant it fine. We're all horny. I knew it! Alright, I'll get the budget proposal. Yay! No, you just... No Lins allowed. Or just wait until Lynn is, like, mentally 18 and then transfer her to an adult Mimiasome body. Hell no. Because I'm assuming that's what they do in that scenario, because, like, I'm assuming that Lynn is, like... She was 11 when they left the city. So, I mean, like, she wasn't even a teenager when they left the city. She was still a kid. Yeah, in order to get to this one, you need the flight module. Yeah, because, like, the rest of them, as far as I'm aware, like, there's no other canonical human characters that are under 18, because, like, I think the next youngest one I could think of is Mia, and I think Mia's 18. So, like, I'm assuming that's what they do with Lynn, is basically, like, once they have the life hold or, like, given they were still on the ship, they'd wait until she's, like, mentally 18 and then transfer her over to an adult body. Yeah, how did you get up here?
Good evening.
A fine evening to you, Taminos. Rock and I were just enjoying a bit of stargazing. The night sky of Mira is really quite beautiful. Ask where Celica's home planet's located, express disappointment that Earth is not among these beautiful stars. My home planet? I've seen pictures of Earth, so I know my planet bears a slight resemblance to yours. but I have no idea where it is in relation to here. It could be circling any of the stars above, or perhaps it's too far away to be seen at all. If you could return to Earth, would you? Nod your head slowly, say you feel no particular urge to return. Of course you would. I guess one can never truly abandon their home, no matter what tragedies befallen it. Don't misunderstand, I love it here, and so does Rock. This fair city and world are a second home for us. But one day I would like to leave it and visit my original home. You completed Far From Home. Well, yeah, especially if Celica's planet still exists out there. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't blame her. Plus, I know there might be some more context that gets dropped on that because now Neil Nail's involved in this whole situation, and they're the same species. Because I did see in the trailers that those two were in the same cutscene, so I know there's more to that, but the specifics I don't know. I was gonna make... Thank you for beating me to the punch on that. It's one of those thoughts, I'm like, do I make this joke? And then someone else does for me. I'm like, thank you for understanding my brain. Yeah, it'll be cool to get to Chapter 13. I mean, I know it exists because I've seen it pop up constantly on this thing, so, like, I know that's how that story's gonna play out, but the specifics I don't know. Looks like they split up Chapter 13 into 2 acts. Okay, we didn't get any more Moranium. Yeah, probably won't be something I get to for at least a month still, but it'll be worth it. Yeah, I know, I remember that back in the day. I did, like, all the research. I mean, like, that's how I know about stuff like the terrain damage reducers and all, and, like, the current ground gear build I have and everything. And that's just the ground gear stuff.
Hey.
Alright, then I'll just check the Collectopedia and then we'll wrap up here. One of everything, please. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get to max affinity with Celica that quickly, but yeah, we did that quickly indeed. Yeah, what's nice about this version is that the characters gradually go up in level with Cross instead of having to painstakingly go back and level grind all of them slowly. That's nice. Except Loud. Oh yeah, trust me, earlier I gave that warning of, like, if you want to get max affinity with Loud, do that before Chapter 9. Obviously not saying why, because that gets into heavy spoiler territory, but just the general thing of, this is a thing. Alright, then we'll continue that up next week. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to get some more progress done on that, and then we'll continue that game up next week. Then in terms of the schedule for the rest of the week, it'll be starting up Mario and Luigi Brothership and playing the first 2 chapters of Deltarune before 3 and 4 come out. That'll be about it, so let's go find a raid target. Let's go raid Balatro Man, who's currently playing Zelda. Alright, cool. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Much higher EXP curve private server. So instead of doing mid to end content, I was doing end to end content.